I just want to show y'all like what I've been seeing myself do that I'm still grieving actually. I mentioned to y'all before, talking to someone, and honestly, I didn't even look at the video before I did this. But that's okay because the update is we still talk, but and honestly, it sucks to be dating, or trying to date, or be dating before knowing all this. Because I was doing, I think this for, let's just say, no, I'll get the accuracy. But I'm just going to say it was really last year that we're talking, and I'm not going to say what else. But they both really actually got a promotion, which is why the lack of talking was so inconsistent. But it's also because now with this, so basically, we're talking less and less and less because of the hours that they put in to work. And be honest, it felt like I was making them into a codependency, or whatever that word is, getting attached to their presence as I was grieving. But I didn't ask them to do it, and I look at my text as like I look annoying, I look mean, I look a lot of stuff. But if someone truly care about you, they're okay with that. But also will know that that's a sign of not having experience with not talking to somebody for a long time. Once you start talking and getting to know someone, and then all of a sudden the conversation just gets less and less and less as the window shrinks. And that happened again with time. I'm starting to think that, in my head at least, as I'm grieving, going through all this for the first time, that they will slowly not talking to me in too many scenarios, with me being a visual learner and have very vivid imaginations and many scenarios in my head. Too many going off. Like, I just jeopardized his safety because I asked him on a particular day, I think a Wednesday or Thursday. It was a Thursday likely, to send me a pic of him. And he sent it, and it helped me smile the rest of the day. I looked like a Cheshire cat. I look crazy. But now, I don't know, it just feels like I jeopardized their safety because the last picture I had of them, they were in an elevator, and with all the things we know about elevators and what we got to do around our surroundings, especially for someone that I am talking to, they're in another country. They look like they're comfortable being by themselves. They sleep every time they get off work, so not enough time to talk to me, and I understand that. So I just give them words of encouragement, hope they have a good day, good night, evening, such like that. And grieving and not getting feedback on how they're doing, how they feel, and stuff like that. I almost had sleepless nights, and I keep talking to God because at some point it was becoming too much. The stimulation could have been activated as a child, so I could have got a better grasp of it as an adult. I'm really walking around like a child who don't know how to respond to certain emotions, which is true. And there's so much I could say in the pattern that I have already of how it got to this point. Like I'm ready to talk to people. That's how it all started. And this person was so consistent, and I gave him a chance when he didn't reach out. Like, I reached out. Like, this is me. I reach out. I'll let you know how I'm feeling. If I feel like in here was getting to the point of like I can finally just talk to them, not like a teenager or a child, but every time I see their face, everything go out the window. Like, it's like I didn't like that side of me. Like, I feel like a teenager. Finally got to talk to her crush, and her crush talked back to her and wanted to get to know her and date her and stuff like that. Stuff I never had. At this point, and then it's, I don't know. I know, but man, it sucks. Right now, I feel like since they don't respond, it's like, maybe they're annoyed, maybe they're just that busy now. There is no talking. There is no texting. There is none of that. And they're gonna get off work, it's sleep. And I'm like, cool, get your sleep. I don't even ask them what days they get off because I just solidified that I'd rather they get their rest. Just like I would want my rest. Yeah, I feel like I was attaching myself to them, and to me that's not healthy when grieving. And that's just me. To me, it's not healthy. Because even when they apologized that they couldn't talk to me and stuff like that, I'm like, don't apologize, you gotta work. It feels like a hard wire of something in here that it's like, you're working, don't worry about it. But it's like, if they want to, why is it a problem for me to be cared for? Like, I don't reject it, it's just I don't know how it looks when someone actually cares. Beyond friends, beyond neighbors, beyond co-workers and stuff like that. It amazed me how I didn't have a camera back then to let y'all know how smart I already was about relationships, and I never had one. I just watched people and just came with analysis. I don't wish to know the outcome, but it's like I know. But I don't want to know because that's how I want to start off with. I meet somebody, I don't know nothing about them. I don't want to know their emotion pattern. I don't want to know their behavior pattern until I get to know them. But everything went off on first introduction. They say hi, I say hi. We're not robots because they live in another country. I think I already told y'all this. I think I'm gonna say I told y'all already. The bottom line to this whole video is that I feel like I was emotionally attaching myself to them, and I'm glad with this distance and the timing of everything is so I can learn how to just breathe properly, and I still don't know how to do all that. I've been crying here and there. I've been keeping it quiet because who's gonna listen? Who's gonna be there? Really got family members who got problems with that too. Emotion wise, they didn't get it growing up. It doesn't feel natural when they do get it. I still don't blame nobody. I don't blame myself. Just hope everybody have a good day, and maybe that'll just lighten my mood. Do better, to feel better. Just knowing everybody else is doing great. Because my mentality was somebody gotta make it. All of us gotta make it. Or just they gotta make it. I'm cool with not making it. But really, I can make it. It's just, I don't know. That's why I have God and Jesus. But even they want me to go ahead and just experience everything I didn't. No matter how hard it is, I gotta register it. I just gotta go through it. So whether that person is still alive or not, despite whatever's going on here and working and stuff like that, I just pray those guys who got their soul, and if they're still here but just overly exhausted or overworked and stuff like that, like, because I can see it in their face. If your face gets dark and I can see it, I know you're stressed out your mind. Now I understand why people can look at my face and say I look sad, when really I used to just mask that so well. And they can tell I'm depressed but don't say anything. Maybe it's just nice to hear it, that I don't look like I have a resting bitch face every time. When I look annoyed or bored. But I do hope everybody's okay, and I do hope they are okay. And if not, I hope God got their soul, because it sucks if your soul is still here. You're going to see everything when it starts. Or when it ends, basically. I might be over exaggerating, but that's the thing about having imagination and living in your own thoughts for so long. Even if they're alive, they're okay, they're doing good, they're just tired. And I understand that. I just don't want them to fall out, pass out, something out of exhaustion. And maybe I hope I didn't add stress, because they couldn't see my videos, they couldn't see my message, they couldn't do any of that, because they have to be aware of their surroundings. And like I said, they like the type of person that like to walk around by themselves. So honestly, I don't even know if they're going to see it. I haven't even shared this. That's another thing, because I don't know how to share anything anyway. So sharing that I have a YouTube channel, it would just feel crazy. I mean, at least I think they know I have an Instagram, but they don't have Instagram, or they're not allowed. I'm not sure. I don't look at their country laws, but hey, I just hope they're okay. They know I'm grieving, or at least see what level I allow to show I'm grieving, or that I'm sad, and stuff like that. Because there was a time, because on their day off, they called me after I told them I just don't feel well. And you took out the time to call me. And I don't know, in my mind, I didn't expect them to call back. I don't know. It's nothing toxic, it's just something I'm used to. Now going through the level of relearning stuff is gonna be weird. To deconstruct myself and rebuild myself. Well, I can't rebuild myself. God do better than me. He does it way better than me. So if I don't hear from him, well, I have many scenarios, but the one I really don't want, but it's still possible that they passed away from exhaustion or something happened to them. So yeah, y'all just be safe out there. That's just my update. I don't want to attach my emotions and everything of me while I'm grieving to someone I can't even touch. But also don't want to make them a distraction, because I've been looking for distraction, and it's not good. When you're looking for distraction while grieving, that's not good. I mean, it looks like you're running. To me, it looks like you're running. To me, you want to block out whatever those emotions are. Because the last time I had a strong emotion to a loss is to my dog.